Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me again today. Yule is my name. Welcome to Hala. Remember, Hala is a place where we share things that smart people have already said. Today, we're going to focus on 5 productivity hacks for entrepreneurs. And the reason is simple. We live in a world where advantage is unfairly distributed. Most people are born with a silver spoon. Most people are born without a spoon. But if you're in entrepreneurship, how do you improve your odds? How do you level the playing ground so you're able to catch up with those who had the advantage? Let's go. So number one thing, where you live matters. As an entrepreneur, you want to choose where you live carefully. Now the reason is this. Where you live determines the quality of your day-to-day life. It determines the quality of network that you'll be able to get, and it also directly shapes your worldview. Yes, the internet significantly improves our odds and ability to reach people beyond our immediate locality. However, one thing you should keep in mind is for the quality of your everyday life, it is directly influenced by where you live. So if you live in a town where access to opportunities and access to life-changing networks is not immediately around, you might want to consider relocating, right? So I'm not going to stress that further, but if you subscribe to our newsletter, we are taking the time to explain further on that. Number 2, what you do matters. Now, a lot of people think that the most important factor for them to succeed in life is directly tied to hard work. Now, that's also true, but it's half true. What you do is equally as important as the amount of work you put in, right? So if you're solving a problem for a small market, that means you only have the opportunity to get payment from a limited number of people. So you want to solve big problems. You want to tackle problems that people face every day. You want to look at the transportation industry, look at the food industry, look at the fashion industry. These are areas where people need services every day, right? So solve big problems and you directly improve your odds and your chances of making it. Number 3, who you network with. Now this one is really important. I've seen it work several times, both in my life and in the lives of a lot of people. So when you get into a new place, what you want to do is to identify the top 10 richest people, both in terms of physical wealth and in terms of the network that they can offer you. So you look for the top 10 richest people in every space that you're in, and you want to make them your friends. You want to become very close to them. You want to be able to offer value. I'm not saying go ask them for money. Offer value, right? So make them your friends, get comfortable with them, make them get comfortable with you, and offer value. Now what this is going to do for you is really simple. It's going to solve the problem of access to network and recommendation. For a lot of the problems we face in life, if we have someone of influence recommending us, it paves the way for us really easy. And the only way you'll be able to get someone of influence to recommend you is if you've built a relationship with that person. So apply the strategy both in your school, in your locality where you live, apply it in your church. If you get into a new gathering or a new group, look for the top 10 most influential people and make them your friend. It's going to greatly influence the inflow of opportunities for you. Now, as an entrepreneur, I don't have to tell you how invaluable that is. If you don't have a constant flow of opportunities coming towards you, then the source is going to get cut off. So you want to continue feeding that funnel with influential people and a viable network that can guarantee your continuous access to opportunities and recommendations. Number 4, I've titled this one, Choosing Your Weapon Right, but maybe I should have gone with something else. The thing is, these days, with the power we have in our phones, we can literally do anything. Today, you have tools in your phone that can enable you create design, create anything, even code. It's amazing that we live in a world where if you press your computer right, if you press the right keys in your computer, you're going to turn a billionaire, right? That's the world we live in right now. So when you pick up your phone, you don't want to spend all of your time on entertainment only. You need to spend a lot of time learning. You need to spend a lot of time developing yourself, right? Spend a lot of time learning and spend a lot of time doing. If you spend a lot of time learning and you spend little time doing, or you spend no time at all doing, what you've learned, then you're just going to end up a professor. I mean, you have a lot of knowledge and nothing to show for it. So we have mobile phones these days that are more powerful than the computers that sent people to space originally, right? So we had a 4 kilobyte computer. The computer that sent man to space for the first time ran on 4 kilobytes. These days, our phones are equipped with 3 gig, 4 gigabyte of RAM, right? So you can do a lot. Tools like Canva can help you create designs on the go. There are several tools that can help you animate. There are several tools that can help you code right from your phone. So when you pick your phone, understand that your phone is your network. The moment you treat your phone as a device that can potentially expose you to the whole world, then you're on the right track. And lastly, I'm going to tell you this: improve your life skills. Now, life skills include speaking, comprehension, and writing. You need to be able to improve this. Now, schools did a very poor job preparing us for life. I mean, they did a very poor job. They taught us the basics on how to speak, on how to comprehend information, on how to write. But for business and to be able to scale, you need to develop all of these areas actively. It is your responsibility to tell the world who you are when you open your mouth to speak. You would not be able to do that if you've not learned the art of speaking properly. I'm not talking about communicating every day. You need to develop clarity. You need to develop the ability to read the room before you open your mouth to speak. As an entrepreneur, these are 5 hacks that if you get going and develop yourself properly in these areas, it's going to put you way ahead of the competition. Thank you so much for joining me again today.
Thank you for joining us today. Stay ahead in business by following Hal's Daily Insights.